First and foremost, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Solid Strifer, and this is a brand new project that I'm working on. It's called A Passion For. In A Passion For, I'm essentially talking about games, topics, or ideas that I'm really passionate about. If you genuinely enjoy this video, make sure you comment down below what you thought about it. Can you also hit that subscribe button? Make sure you also hit the notification bell. This way that you know when we create a video, you guys will be notified, and of course you'll be supporting my career as a content creator as well. Make sure you also like the video, dislike it. Let your voice be heard. I first learned about Splitgate in mid-2019. The leader of my org, Instill, mentioned he had beta codes for a shooter that played like Halo and Portal. Halo and Portal are two very different gaming experiences meshed together into the same package. This was an insane idea that piqued my interest. So I installed the game and I played around with it. I fell in love instantly. I had never seen a shooter that played like it before. Splitgate, for all intents and purposes, is an arena shooter. For those of you who don't know what an arena shooter is, arena shooters are the founding fathers of what is now known as the modern day FPS genre. Games like Doom, Quake, and Half-Life set the foundation for some of gaming's giants like COD, Apex, and Battlefield. Splitgate's focus is on speed, movement, and accuracy, but of course, last but not least, creativity as well. On every map in Splitgate, there's blue walls. These blue walls allow you to place entry and exit portals, two different kinds of portals. They provide you with access points to various parts of the map. They provide spots like a high portal in a sniper tower to a portal placed behind stairways to very hard to reach areas. The limit to portal use lies in your creativity alone. Everyone who plays Splitgate feels like it should be a massive hit, but it isn't. The current player base is small but passionate. The purpose of this video is to inform the viewer of Splitgate through my lens and insight. This is A Passion for Splitgate. Splitgate's main focus is on movement and accuracy. They're at the core of Splitgate's design and gameplay mechanics. Using the portal mechanic, you are able to reach any part of the map within seconds, thus making every section of every map viable for combat and map control. As an arena shooter, there are power weapons placed all around the map. Weapons like a devastating shotgun and like a one-kill railgun. There's plenty of options out there to keep players on their toes for every firefight. Players also have enough health to keep things moving, but health regeneration is slow and lingering, thus keeping things fair. Gunplay is super smooth and heavily talent based. If you miss your shots, you're gonna get torn apart, plain and simple. The essence of Splitgate's gameplay lies in the skill set of every player. The skill curve is massive, and incoming players will feel overwhelmed by the sheer depth that Splitgate provides. And of course, that lies with Splitgate's greatest weakness. If you were to stop by the Splitgate category in Twitch right now, you will see that Splitgate rarely if ever goes above 50 or so viewers. A game with such amazingly tight gameplay and with such an awesome idea shouldn't be as ignored as it is. The reality is that Splitgate's popularity is essentially non-existent. If you were to ask any fan of the game why this is so, you'll get quite a few reasons. Some say that the devs aren't doing enough marketing. Others say that the game is lacking its console release, which will increase player base. I genuinely agree that those are all valid options, but I have an alternative opinion. At its launch, Splitgate had quite the buzz. Guys like Shroud, Summit 1G, Dr. Disrespect played the hell out of this game when it first launched. The game had all the makings of a great launch, but it quickly died out. I sum it up to one reason: Splitgate is an arena shooter. Arena shooters may be the origin to modern day FPS games, but they always lose their player base and or are unable to maintain their own player base. The arena shooter is a rigid and devastating game genre that only rewards the greatest of its players. It's why games like Quake Champions has such a small player base, but it continues to host giant tournaments where the greats continue to dominate and come out in force. Arena shooters are difficult, and modern day players don't like the idea of having to push to a higher skill curve to maintain competitive relevance. Human beings don't like to compete. If a new player were to join right now in Splitgate, their first few games will be greeted with easygoing matches, and they're going to feel amazing about dropping 15 to 20 kills throughout these entry level matches. But with Splitgate's player base being as small as it is, the separation between new players and pros is super thin. These new players that feel great and confident are quickly annihilated when they run into top players like Akuvo and Tanner. Some players are willing to take these losses and mollywoppings from these pros and use it as fuel to push themselves to get better. And thus, a true fan is born. But that doesn't always happen. Not everyone can take an L, for the most part. 9 out of 10 humans don't like a challenge and will leave Splitgate behind with a bad taste in their mouths. Arena shooters cannibalize on their own player base, and there's not much that can be done without it unless there's a massive surge of players coming in and out often. So why do I still play Splitgate, you may ask? Splitgate is a tough game that challenges you to get good or get out. It's a game that's got a small viewership and a small player base. It's got all these reasons why I should abandon it, but I won't. I talked about how lots of players come and go, but it's the ones that stay and grind it out that make this game as awesome as it is. The Discord community for Splitgate is filled to the brim with amazing players and even more amazing developers. The developers of Splitgate, 1047 Games, have been some of the most passionate members of the Splitgate community. They play an active role in events and tournaments alongside engaging heavily in the Splitgate Discord. They're always there, and they genuinely listened for the community's insights, thoughts, opinions, and feelings. It truly is inspiring to see how much heart and love they put into Splitgate. The player base and friends that I've made in this community have inspired me to stick around. I mentioned that the skill curve for Splitgate is high, but when you are playing and improving, it shows in your interact with other players. When I first started, I couldn't fathom a way to eliminate guys like Strafer and Akuvo, but I've stuck to my guns and worked on improving my gunplay and portal use. I'm nowhere near these guys in raw skill, but I can drop them here and there, and I take the wins that I can get. It's storylines like this that make this game so insanely rewarding. Tournaments are always happening, and players get to have their moment of greatness in these tourneys, as we see guys that we never saw as threats genuinely come out guns blazing. We see upsets, or we see absolute massacres. The potential for the competitive scene is what makes a shooter like Splitgate a masterpiece to play and watch. We also have an amazing community to create a lasting impact for Splitgate content creators as well. With people like Tummy Gaming, DJ99, The Beefcake, Machiavellio, Smixy Raptor, and so on. The potential to establish yourself as a content creator is immense, and it's one that I'm just not going to let go. I love Splitgate. It's a weird and active small community that hopes to grow with its incoming console launch. The game is difficult and has a rewarding gameplay style that's worth the grind. Splitgate's developers haven't given up on the game, regardless of the problems that plague it. And most importantly, it's a game that I'm passionate for. This is my passion for Splitgate. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Solid Strifer. I do stream at twitch.tv/solidstrifer. I try to stream every other day. If you like this video, remember, comment down below how you feel about it. Your thoughts, your opinions, if you agree with me, if you disagree, that's all fine. Make sure you also subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more stuff. Thank you so much for watching. You have yourself a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.